The opinions on the following podcast are those exclusively of the host and not 210 Culture as a whole. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 210 Culture podcast with Donna.
Just take away the fucking damn things already.
G. Already. Very hard journalism research. And I went to Walmart to go get ice cream. And Dom.
The graham cracker ended up somehow getting impregnated by the tomato.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Phil Nelson, and you're watching 210 Culture, the best motherfucking podcast in the city.
Yeah. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 210 Culture podcast presented by Southside Craft Soda, live from Southtown 101 on Pub Sports Radio, Pub Sports app, and pubsports.com. And of course, like always, I'm G.
I'm Dom.
And to my right here is our neighboring guest here from Walking Proud. We have Jazz Holland and Kendall White here with us. Thank you guys for being on the show with us.
What's up?
Glad to have you.
So, how you guys doing today?
Man, pretty good. Can't complain.
Same here.
Nice, beautiful Sunday. Why is this thing replaying? I don't know.
I don't know.
Or is it somebody else?
Background noise. Sorry about that.
Sounds good. No, we're good. We're good. Just want to make sure I wasn't messing up on my end. And of course, as well, Natural Heights CBD is also one of our other sponsors here off of Nacogdoches. So go get all your nice CBD needs, edibles, smokables, rubbables.
Taking to new heights.
And of course, we have our sodas. You guys can grab one there.
Right here. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely pass those out.
Yes.
Oh, for real. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm sorry. I wish it was a beer.
Hey, I take a soda.
We got to cash those checks. We got to cash those checks somehow. Remember to open beforehand.
You stopped drinking soda?
I never really drank soda.
Oh man. Well, like
I
either
do.
way,
I started.
Like, it's a collection.
So soda's like a drink to me.
I have a drink. Here you go.
I thought it was just like a thing we were doing where we were playing sports. Oh man.
Nah, a dude when I was at school, a dude was passing a kidney, or actually Darnell had that. He passed a kidney stone. And he said from drinking a lot of soda.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And after I heard that, I was like, nah. So I pulled back from it.
Oh man. Well, bring them
But
on.
I will try this.
Right. Yeah. So this was not as sweet. It's made with cane sugar, and then it has honey here in San Antonio, and then citrus is from the valley.
Okay.
So it's not as bad. And then the whole thing's only like 160 calories the whole bottle. So it's not as bad as like a Coke that's like 220. So
yeah, definitely.
So it's definitely worth it there. But we always start the show off with how we did over the weekend. So while y'all guys are opening that, what you do, Dom?
Me, well, my cousin Lisa, which is DJ's mom, had her 50th birthday. So, you know, I mean, she never looked so good. And now she had a great party at a VFW out in Shanefield area. And, you know, a lot of family, a lot of food, a lot of dancing, a lot of culture, mixing, a lot of drinking, a lot of fuzz around. I'm like, I'm going to bring in my bottle that you didn't see. Okay, cool. Because they're trying to make us buy from the bar. And it's like overpriced, you know. But yeah, it was fun. And then I just did my farewells with my little sister. She's going to Texas Tech, Hannah Banana, you know, Hannah Montana. You know, now she's going to do great things, and I know she will. And I'm like, hope so, because we're cashing the checks for Tech, so you better pay out.
Right.
Better do it fast
For
enough.
real.
Yeah, and then we, Friday, we went to King Salami. Shout out to Hector over there at King Salami.
Sounds bomb.
They opened like a new like mini food truck park right there off of San Saba, right by UTSA. And they have like a guy who's like has a residency there cooking, and his stuff's bomb.
Oh, that's
Man,
cool.
that's what's up.
He has like
Definitely going.
The salsa there is amazing. It's like this, they use squash with it, which is really weird because you're like squash, and then like you taste it, it's so flavorful.
Weird.
Like it's really good.
Man.
Squash.
And he's talking about that's gonna be one of the official tailgate spots for UTSA.
Dang.
So he's gonna be like making like wings and chili and like a bunch of like different
The
stuff.
tailgate spot.
So yeah, so it's definitely gonna be a good tailgate spot. And then we went to go hang out with Roy on Friday.
Theo Roy.
Yeah, Theo Roy. That was fun. He didn't tell me what it was, so we kept joking that it was Illuminati meeting. Because he was just like, don't tell nobody it's on this day and just bring food, and that's all I can tell you. And I was like, what in the world's going on? But it was a nice little chill event. And then Saturday we went to where did I go Saturday?
Wasn't it like a
Triple T's.
Triple T's? Oh,
The
taco place?
Tacos the store.
Yeah, we went there on the YouTube video.
Yes, so then we went back again today to film, or yesterday.
Oh, great.
Which was cool. He remembered.
He's a great owner.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. And then that's pretty much it. We just chilled out. Oh, we went to Squeezebox last night.
Squeezebox.
Xanax Fan Club, which is our DJ performing
Badass DJ.
At our 2K party, which I'll get into later. That's
2K?
going to be here in September. He was DJing the last time there at Squeezebox, but he made it like to see like I guess like who his true fans were. The theme was pull up in your slides. So everybody was like half the club there had slides on. So that's where I went through. So like I was like, I don't have any slides. I was just like chanclas. I was like, well, I'm gonna wear slides. So like I went to Walmart and they had some for like $3 that were clearance. I was like, good, summer's almost over. I was like, pull my pair, let's go. And it was pretty dope because everybody had like their slides. Like you could see like who knows him. We're like, okay, well he knows him because he was paying attention. Then you see like guys in like boots and like Nikes, and then you see like the other half in just slides. And like, okay, I was like, this is pretty cool. So that was fun, and then we came back, and now I'm here.
Damn, DJ has Crocs. He could have gone.
I know. He could have slid through with the Crocs. What about you guys? What have you guys been up to this weekend?
Oh man, my weekend it wasn't as glorified as y'all's. Nah, man, our AC went out, man. We had to. Yeah,
dude,
we had to
in Texas.
The hotel. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, right? But no, and then they had the audacity to say they can't come until Tuesday. But,
oh my God!
Yeah, but
y'all put me up.
But no, we got some fans, and we just been, I guess you could say, cooling it out this weekend. That's about it.
Trying to stay cool.
Yeah.
Me, yesterday, I'm getting ready to move, so I'm in the middle of selling my house, and then we're going to be getting the house built. So basically yesterday was the first phase of us starting to get things out of the house and put it in storage and get things organized and packing. Yes. So, and it was hot, very hot. So we pretty much did that for the majority of the day. And then nighttime, I don't think we went to go eat at, where did we go? Went to Cheddar's. And so we did Cheddar's. And then by the time we finished our meals, we were done. The kids weren't, but we were. So we,
Mimi time.
Yeah, we went to the house, let the kids go upstairs, threw down some stuff for them to lay on, watch TV, and then we went downstairs and we passed out. So that's what I consist of, basically.
With all that work, I don't blame you.
Man.
Yeah.
So moving ain't no joke.
Just phase one. Tell me about it. That's just phase one.
I hate when I had to move like every other like year or every year I was moving. I was like, oh man.
So we used to do that. We used to stay like, I don't know what it was about me and my wife. We used to like to move around a lot. So we stayed in apartments. So we signed like 6-month leases or 7-month leases. And then we'd move like all over town. But that was different because it was just us two.
Yeah.
Now we got our 2 kids, and this was our first house that we moved in. So now this is our first move to another house, and it's not fun at all.
At first it used to be okay for me because I had my truck. So we just load up and go.
Mm-hmm.
But now that me and my wife both have cars, now we're like, do we really need to move? Like, we gotta go find somebody with a truck or get a truck. And
yeah, it's probably our last.
It seems all your friends that have trucks, when it comes down to moving, they just disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, I never did. Actually, I do have one that still has his truck, but he's a terrible mover. So it's like, I'll just pay somebody for a truck than to have him help me move.
Right.
But yeah. So jumping into some of the questions, I've just been really unprepared with my questions this week. But yeah, pretty much just let the people know about Walking Proud, what you guys do.
Yeah. All right. So now, Walk Proud is just it's a podcast like you all.
Mm-hmm.
What we do is we just showing a little bit lighter on the world, a little light on the world. It's a lot of ugly going on. We've been seeing the shootings that's been happening here lately.
Definitely.
We don't necessarily get too much into the political aspect of things, but it might come up every now and then, if something drastic like that happens.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just about small business owners, entrepreneurs, non-profits, motivational speakers. It's
anybody
just
trying to do something positive, basically.
Exactly.
Just kind of get them a platform to kind of show what they do and what they're doing and things like that, so people will know. Because a lot of times there's a lot of people that don't get the opportunity to talk about what they're doing or don't really even want to do it. So we do it for it. We brag on them. So they ain't got to worry about doing it.
Because sometimes it's difficult to sit there and you have something good going on and you're trying to push it out to the news outlets.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's not a big enough story. It's not a big enough story.
Yeah. Right.
Well, come to Walk Proud. We'll help you out.
That and a lot of times they usually shine on the negative stories. So it's more, we want to shine on the good stuff, basically.
Exactly.
So.
Especially when you like see it on the news and it's like, oh yeah, here's a baby goat that was born. Okay, now back to the 5 people that died yesterday.
Exactly.
Let's go back to the thing.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just kind of like, in our sense, we're kind of that way too, with more like the food aspect of it when we originally started, and then now the podcast has just grown to like whoever's like, hey, can I be on the podcast? Yeah, you want to be on the podcast? Like, I don't care. Like, I have no problem. And that's like lately, like the last, I don't know, like month of episodes.
Pretty booked throughout the month.
Well, yeah, we're pretty booked,
cool,
but
man.
like the last like month, like we haven't even covered the topics. I'm like, I don't even care. Like that's what we always tell them. Like they come in, I'm like, look, we have an hour. Do whatever you want with that hour. I was like, if you want to like if you answer the questions in 2 minutes tops because you don't want to talk about yourself, that's cool. Then we just chill out and talk about it. Like,
The topics.
so if you want to give us your history and what you got going on and what you're thinking about doing, I don't care. Like it's your
That's
like
cool,
you're
man.
coming on the show because we're just a platform for you guys.
Right.
I was
Right,
like,
right.
we're just trying to bounce off. I was like, and it just gives us good content because then we don't have to research 1,000 topics every week
Right,
and have to
true,
talk
true,
about it.
true.
But then
Just say-
there's gonna come a time where all the people are gonna slow down, and we're gonna get into the really gritty aspects of San Antonio and like all
Yeah.
the news that is unseen that needs to be
Yeah.
brought to light.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. There's a lot of that going around San Antonio.
Yeah.
You see it a lot on social media, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like we've been all over the place with that.
Yeah, we got Steve and Roy tuning in. Roy, Donna's on vacation for the day, so she's taking off. And Steve, what's up, Steve, from Bearded Cartel? But yeah, I mean, that's just like, I think it's cool about it, like, especially with podcasts, because there's so many different like categories that you can do on.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool, like we have this aspect and we're still like in our own little lane and not have to be like, oh, like the stereotypical, like, oh, we're gonna talk about this gossip, or oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Right.
Like that's what we try to say too. Like we try to look at the stories, but we also try to stay like kind of more uplifting with the stories too.
Yeah.
So like we do have those couple of topics, but it's just more like, well, it sounds like it's a good idea. What do you think about it? But we kind of try to stay away from all that and all the political stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because like everybody has their own opinion. So why are we gonna like get into it? Because you're gonna. Unless somebody who really just wants to argue with you, like at the end of the day, you're still gonna have people that are gonna be with it and are against it regardless.
Exactly.
So that's like, why are we wasting time?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you always. I tell people, you're always gonna have that one person that's gonna go against the grain. Anyways,
Exactly.
Right.
it's just like, oh man, I hate that movie. Why? I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
just
this
hate
is
it.
crazy, and it's wild, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like politics currently is kind of causing a rift between people and even families. Even, I mean, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see social media,
Social media is
people
definitely-
arguing on there and then stopping or blocking or
Oh,
just
yeah, man.
declining people just because of that.
So Donna's watching on her day off. She asked, "Do you guys
She
focus on?"
vacation.
She says, "Do you guys focus on positive Samaritan stories that happen in San Antonio too, or strictly business owners?"
Oh yeah, definitely. You could just, I mean, who was it? What was it? The bridge builders. Because I mean, yeah, it's a small organization, but it's really more. To me, it seems more of a Samaritan work, only because I know the guys that started it all. I grew up with them, and to see where we all came from, to be able to sit there and say, you know, we're gonna go ahead and give back. I mean, that's a Samaritan in itself, honestly.
Yeah.
But no, we do definitely do things like that as well.
And how long have you guys been doing the podcast?
Yeah.
It's only been
Man, what,
a
3
month.
months?
Is it 2 months?
He's been with me for about a month,
yeah,
2
I've been
months.
about 2 months
Yeah,
or a
we've
month. Yeah.
been doing it since May, so about 3 months.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
So it's still new, but
still
it's
new.
getting used to everything and
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
learning. it a
Getting
little
your
bit.
legs under
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, like it's gonna be about a month now in like the next 2-3 weeks here. But yeah, we just kind of just like rode with the punches and
Yeah,
went with it
man.
too. And it's
Yeah.
we started out of our house. That's really how we started.
Apartment.
wow.
Yeah, because we were like shooting videos and stuff, and like afterwards he would just stay at the house and we were talking and we're like, why are we not like filming this, like recording this? Because we just be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, did you hear
Make
like
good
Bill
points.
Miller's this or that or this? And and then we would like just sit there and start laughing for like hours, and we're like, why are we not like recording this? Like I think somebody might think this is
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Right.
And then thankfully for us, the first episode was actually Manu Day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Manu.
I actually had Spurs homie. I don't know if you guys know Spurs homie.
No.
So
Spurs
he's like a super fan that he wears like a
luchador
mask with like the Spurs logo on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he does like a lot of charity work and stuff, but
Mhm.
he's retired. right now. Anyway,
Okay.
we took him out of retirement last year. We asked him to help us out. He came out of retirement.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
that day he was gonna come to the podcast. It was Manu Day, so like I got to ride around with him. I picked him up and we were going to all the different like Manu events he was invited to. So it was cool because I got to like see all the different events. And then when we went to the podcast, that whole episode, like that's what we were talking about, like the whole experience there, which was cool because we went to go the mural on the side of Gil's Tires and Wheels.
Oh, yeah.
We were there when they were like doing it, like they were.
When they were
had just
actually painting it.
Released.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's dope.
Yeah, so we got to check that out. Then we went to the city hall and they had like the banners where they were signing it, and then like we ended up being on TV because Ken's Five was there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's get both of y'all on the thing." So like it was just cool, just like riding around with him, and they were like, "Oh, Spurs homie," and like he's taking photos, and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of cool."
It's a nice little
Like,
day in the
so-
day in the life.
Day in the light.
So that was pretty cool. So I'll probably get him back for our 1 year whenever we hit episode 52. But yeah, it's been fun, and then we took some time off, but in the beginning of the year, but.
Yeah, I
That
think
would
that's
be-
kind of where we are, like taking a little bit of time off at the moment, just trying to see where the next steps are going to be. I mean, because honestly, this just started because I had a project for class.
Right.
I go to Northwest Vista.
Oh, nice.
And I had a project for a communication class to, have a topic and make like a video of it.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I know a lot of people in the city that are doing good, that are really doing things, and nobody knows about it. And so I made that my topic. Well, it was hard reaching out to these people because they've gotten so busy. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. Long story short, I changed the topic to marijuana. But but then I started talking to a guy at work. His name is Kirk. And I was just telling him, I was like, yeah, I was thinking about doing that. And he was like, man, you should really do that as like a podcast. He was like, that's a good way for people to realize like they're out there. He was like, because the newscast doesn't do it.
Yeah,
they
it
don't
doesn't
care
shine
enough
the
to
light
do it.
on them. Yeah.
And he was like, you want to be in the newscast for because I was working with Spectrum.
Okay.
And that was where I wanted to go into. And, well, it didn't pan out that well. But, well, 2 years later, Kirk hits me up out of nowhere. Literally nowhere. I'm laying on the couch because I had a torn ACL. And so I'm recovering from that. And, like, he's just like, hey, you still doing that podcast? I'm just like, yeah. And so he was like, yeah, man. He was like, come up with an itinerary and blah, blah, blah. So I just did it real quick, and they gave me the opportunity, and I'm grateful for it. Definitely grateful for it.
Yeah, it's funny how
Yeah,
how things
great.
work. Like you just try and you're just like, oh, okay, give it a shot. And that's how we did it because I was like, guys, let's try it. And they're like, nah, man, I don't. Come on, let's just try it. So me and him did it, and he was like, yeah, we'll keep doing it, whatever. And then my wife said, I was like, come on, do it with us one day. She's like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
She used to be camera shy.
Yeah, so she sat down and did it with us one
my
day.
wife.
And then she sat down one day and she's like, well, this is cool, but you guys are very unstructured and y'all suck. So I'm going to write the topics and I'm going to organize this and this is how we're going to do
Always.
it. And we're like, all right, whatever. And then like, she's like, okay, this is fun. Now let's do it. So now we have it where she does the topics and that's like her job now. So she's just like, I'm going to knock out the topics. So like this morning she was like, I'm not going. I was like, that's fine, but you still got to give me the topic. She's like, fine, all right, let me go ahead and go do it real quick. This is my day off. So we have another question from Roy. He wants to know, who was your first interview?
First interview was Stephen Lucky. He's in CEO of Gardopia Gardens. One of his first gardens was right there off of I want to say it's Nolan in South New Braunfels. It's close to the MLK statue.
Okay.
Yeah, it got a little lot. It's crazy because that lot has been empty for years,
Wow.
and it's just been like people just threw junk there. But this apparently, I think it was either Incarnate or the city gave him that lot, got that lot for him to do something with it, and he was doing this at Incarnate Word, like as a student, and they gave him a little spot there, and so it just grew. And I've just been knowing him for a while because he was actually one of my work study students when I worked at the school. But yeah, I saw he was doing good work, so I just invited him on, and he was like, "Man, I'm definitely on with it." So I was like, "Cool."
Yeah,
Wow, that's great. Hell yeah.
And I think that's like the best when you're like especially starting off, where you're kind of like, is anybody really listening? Is it really worth it?
Right.
And then you get the people that hit you up and they're like, hey man, can I be on it? Or I saw the podcast the other day. Can you? And you're like, what?
Man, I'm telling you, dude, like it's crazy because I think it was after we had JP on for he came on about his tree trimming business out in Kerrville.
Oh.
Is it Kerrville? Yeah, Kerrville.
Yeah.
And and all of a sudden, like I just got like 2 or 3 quick inboxes like, "Hey, bro, hit me up. Hey, bro, hit me up." And I'm just like, man, I ain't talked to you in like, I don't know how long. I'm like, but all right, I guess. But it's just pretty cool because you start reaching people that you never even thought you would reach.
Yeah.
Well, that's like just like on our regular page with the regular stuff we do. I've been getting like lately this last week. I've been getting like random people messaging us. Like today we got one that's a makeup person. They're like, hey, like we see you guys be interested in doing like an interview with one of makeup artists, and I was like, sure, why not? Like I don't care. Like
if you're local, we support you.
Yeah, like we did.
Exactly.
We had Roland and JC. They were having their event. I went to go show up to support, and they're like, "You got your camera, right?" I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna take some photos." He's like, "Cool, you want to interview some of the artists in the back?" And I was like, "I didn't come prepared." He's like, "Okay, cool, so follow us this way." I'm like, "All right, well, let's go." Okay,
let's go.
Hey, they might be famous one day. Who knows?
You never know.
And
Man.
then now we do a Music Monday every now and then because of that. And one of my other friends from high school, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in town because he lives in New Braunfels. I'm coming in town for a concert. You think you could do me an interview and the guy who's headlining?" I was like,
Man.
okay, sure. So I was like, the good thing is like 3 or 4 together, so I just film and I just space them out, so I don't have to like film all the time.
And that's good because you don't know who that person knows.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
I was like, if we can make it, I won't say no. And then now that we have Roy with the Carpenter's Apprentice, like working with us hand in hand, if it's something that I can't reach, I send it out to him, and I'm just like, hey, like I can't do it, but reach out to him. And that's kind of the cool network that we've been building now. Like there was one that they're doing, I think back to school haircuts this week for like $8.
Oh, cool.
Or $5 or
get
something
me
for the
one.
kids.
Real
But he
quick.
wanted us to film, but it's like I have no way of getting that out in time, like to film. So I told him, like, yeah, reach out to that guy Roy, and he did the interview. He's like, yeah, I got a free haircut out of it. Thanks. He's like, I got a haircut and I got the whole interview.
That's cool.
So I was like, it's just cool to see like the network. Like you said, you never know who knows who and how it goes, and that's like. At least for us, why we just like, if we can do it, we'll tell you, unless you give us like a reason to not really want to like do it. But we're like, yeah, we're down. I mean, a lot of people, especially like the food trucks, we love when the food trucks reach out because like a lot of them.
Man, I love me a food truck.
Yeah.
I love me a food truck.
Just find that specific one of your craving.
Man.
You know,
my wife actually, she that's pretty much kind of like a small goal of hers is to have like a food truck because she's Salvadorian. And so they recently been selling like tamales and pupusas, and I'm so sorry I left them. I'm so sorry I left them at the house.
I was supposed to have tamales today, but I didn't get those.
see how angry he is?
Yeah, I'm supposed to bring him a dozen. My fault, bro.
Now we're just gonna have to wait after these podcasts. Now.
You know that's good. He's angry about it. Like, come on.
It's like so sorry, but no, like that's one thing that she's thought about doing because her parents did it in like a small town, man, and they were banking. They were just doing it one day out of the week. And I told them, I was like, man, y'all should come to San Antonio. I'm telling you.
I love it here.
I was like, it's not too many places that sell pupusas.
Exactly.
I think. Well,
I haven't heard any of places that
La Playa. I know of La Playa, and that's about it. But man,
definitely would make a killing.
yeah, especially if you don't know what it is. It's the dough of a gordita. Then they put pork and cheese in it, flatten it like a pancake, fry it on the pan, boom, serve it.
That sounds great.
Man.
Now I'm getting hungry again. I just ate, but I'll eat again.
All right.
Yeah, that's like for us, like why we started doing food trucks because we're like the more that we got to know is like these people, it's either their passion and that's all they can afford right now because they can't afford a big restaurant, or they're retired and they're like, I'm just looking for something to do, so I throw my retirement into it. And I was like, a lot of them either don't know how to use social media or don't have the money to afford it because they spend it on the truck. Yeah. So I was like, if we can do that and be the step and the guide, I was like, that's pretty good for us. And like there, we had another food truck park actually reach out to us.
Yeah.
Off of Hebner and Babcock, and they're like, hey, we're gonna open up soon, and we like to have some food trucks.
To replay that Hebner and Babcock. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're like, oh, can you help us? So like we made a flyer, so it's on our Instagram, one of the flyers there.
Oh, okay.
And we just put it out and we like tagged all the food trucks, and they messaged us later, and they're like, yeah, we got like about 12 interviews set up. That's food trucks that messaged us, so we're gonna like go through that. Thank you guys. And we're like, wow, that's cool. Like the power of us. Yeah.
Man. Have y'all been to the block?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, we were there when there was no apartments next door.
Yeah,
for real.
We were there.
Yeah, we've been there that long. We've been in school that long.
Yeah, I'm a newbie.
It used to be a hookah lounge, and then it used to be like this place called Cantina.
Yeah, so it used to be.
I remember it being Cantina.
Yeah, so they had Cantina and they had hookah right next door to it, and then they had knocked it down, but it took them forever. So for the longest time, it was just.
Nothing.
Just gravel. So people would just park there and go across it. It was great. And then once they built it, they're like, oh, you can't park here. I'm like, oh. But I did find out that you can actually park in the apartment complex now.
Yeah.
So there's a section,
sweet.
It's like they have like the signs that say like.
Because I felt like a stalker waiting for somebody to pull out park. Just sitting there like,
For
you
real.
moving?
Yeah.
You moving? Why are you looking at your phone? Back up.
I know. Why are you in your car?
Yeah,
Jeez.
and then right there in that same place, there's actually a Chinese restaurant there, right next to Noodle Tree. Because there's a Noodle Tree there, right next to it. That place is dope, and we went there a month ago.
Yeah, about a month
They were
ago.
open till like 3 a.m. Because people were talking about like, hey, there's no like Chinese food places open late.
Yeah.
So then the guy was like, oh, y'all want us to be open late? Well, if y'all support us, we'll be open
up,
till
for
3.
real?
So he had opened
Oh
for a
my
while.
God.
He's gonna
Chinese
start
food
up
at
again. I
night.
think next week or the following week they're gonna start up again. He took some time off.
Could you imagine being drunk and then going to get some Chinese food?
Man.
I wouldn't stop eating.
I was like,
Give me some more wontons.
I was like, and then you're doing it. I was like, and you're doing it that close to campus, like after those late night sessions, pick up some Chinese food.
Banking.
So yeah, he said it was a hit. We went that first day it opened that Friday.
With the Amigos and everybody?
Yeah, with the Amigos and SATX Radio,
Roy.
which is pretty dope. But yeah, he's like, it took off. He's like, y'all guys helped a little bit because like 5 of us that went and like we were posting it. He's like, it helped. He's like, so they took a little bit of a break because they needed to get some more help. And he's like, yeah, we'll go back when school starts. He's like, we'll go back at it again.
Yeah, you're going to make a killing doing
Oh, yeah.
school. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's cool.
How many
man.
times I craved for an egg roll at 1 o'clock in the morning?
I was like, so that's
For real.
like, for us, that's like the most rewarding part. Cause like with us, we just do everything, and they're just like, what do y'all get out of it? I was like, it's just satisfaction of like seeing these people like grow and expand.
Helping them out.
Like,
Right.
one of our favorite food trucks is a pizza one. It's Bob and Timmy's food truck, and within the next couple of weeks here, they're supposed to actually grow to a bigger food truck now.
Nice.
They've just been that successful.
It's
there.
rewarding.
Yeah.
Man, yeah,
So they're
for
like,
real,
oh
for real.
man, we're getting our new truck. We want you to come out once we get the new truck and like refilm it. And I was like, all right, we'll take care of you guys and we'll get it. So
That's
it's
cool.
yeah, it's just pretty cool just watching it grow. So
This is great because I was able to. I didn't do any promotion for him, but
Mm-hmm.
to see it, Wayne's Wings.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I
he
know
started
Wings.
off at his truck, and
Mm-hmm.
then like I think it was like his truck burnt down, and then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, out of nowhere, he just came a building,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just been booming, man. Oh
Heck
my
yeah.
God.
So
when I
good.
used to work at Best Buy at the Rim, and our store manager was like really good friends with him. So like
Yeah,
when
man.
we did really good, he's like, I'm bringing Wayne's rings. We're
Did you ever get a funnel cake wing?
yes.
Oh,
I went.
Funnel
bro.
Yes.
Oh
is
my
that?
God. Yes.
So they fry them, and then when they come
fried
out, they
ring
just
with
put the powdered sugar,
powdered
like
sugar
funnel
on
cake
it.
on it.
Oh wow, I never heard of that.
So good.
I gotta try that.
Jeez, man, it's so good.
Is that the only
yeah.
place that has them?
That I know.
Yeah,
That
the only
I
one
know
I
of,
know of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I walked in and he was just like, hey, man, try
Try
2 of
this.
these. I was like, oh,
Say less.
I'll take another order.
I know. All you
I was
gotta,
like,
all you
oh
gotta
my
do is just
God.
go in and be like, it's my first time. They're like, okay, cool, we're gonna give you a funnel cake ring because that's like the one they're like proud of, and they're just
Yeah.
like, here you go. So like,
Because
okay,
it,
cool.
it, it throws you off. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
funnel cake.
Right.
I don't know about that. Oh, great.
And then for me, I just waited till like I had whatever was left over of the sauces, and I just like rolled it in there some more, and I just ate it. I was like, sweet, spicy, good enough for
There
me.
you go,
like,
man.
I was like, I'm good with it. But yeah, let's go jump into some of these topics here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think anybody had any other questions here. I'm just kind of letting everybody freestyle today. Let's see. Any other questions? No. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we'll just dip into the topics. So we'll start with the first one. Spurs to retire Tony Parker's number 9 jersey. The Spurs have announced that they'll retire Parker's jersey Monday, November 11th, with the Silver and Black hosting the Memphis Grizzlies. Parker will be the 10th player in Spurs franchise history to have his number raised to the rafters.
Man.
Anybody give me some of the 10? See if we can knock them all out.
It's tough for me, man. That whole situation's tough.
Iceman.
I'd
Iceman.
say
Do you know the 10?
I don't know all of
I
them.
know it's like Iceman and then
Correct.
Robinson,
Correct.
Elliott,
Correct.
and
Sorry.
Bowen,
Correct.
and I don't think they did.
Can I help?
Duncan's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson. There we go. I was
Oh,
thinking
Avery
about-
Johnson got
Avery
his?
Johnson.
Where
Where we at? How many is that?
it's 5.
No, that was like
I was going to say, that was...
I know all of them.
I'm
except
not good
for
at
one.
math, but-
I know all of them except for one.
You forgot the most recent one.
Ginobili.
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 The only one missing
Duncan.
was
Hard to
said
face the
Duncan.
facts, man.
the only two that are you're missing 2. So you're missing Johnny Moore
That's one I didn't know.
and
More.
James Silva, which I didn't know.
Oh, okay,
or
I didn't know
Slight
those two.
Silva, yeah, which I didn't know.
James-
Which I'm
Dang,
assuming
I was
those two were
almost
like the
before
first
me.
2.
That's before me.
I was gonna say, I
Hey,
was
but
pretty
if
sure
this was
the-
gonna be talking about Lakers, DJ would know all of them.
Hey!
We don't want to.
See, that's... Yeah,
We don't
that's
want to
what
hear
I'm
about
talking
the
about,
Lakers.
man.
We don't want to
It's
hear
the
about
real
that.
team.
We don't worry about
Ain't nobody want to hear about that.
Exactly.
yeah. So
Can we talk about who's our
That's my
center?
cousin, so it's whatever. I look past that.
yeah, and of course Parker is one of the top 5 players with at least 19,000 points and 7,000 assists.
Saucy.
Being in the same realm of Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, Gary Payton, and LeBron James, of course. So tickets are currently available for it. I know the cheapest seats were like $120. What? For retirement night.
Man, I'm about to put mine up for
Sit
resale.
next to Jesus.
Hey.
Oh my god.
So,
hey, but like, I don't know if you got a topic on it, but did you hear about Tony Parker again? That accident in San Antonio?
No.
Okay, so he got in a T-bone. Like somebody came out and it just got him in the front. No, he didn't get hurt or anything, but like the front fender was all taken off and everything. So.
Oh wow.
So yeah, she left it as, are y'all guys gonna go to watch the retirement of Tony Parker?
I want to.
I'm debating. So I feel some type of way because I didn't go to. Cause I'm a season ticket member holder.
Oh,
okay.
So
no.
and I didn't go to Duncan and I didn't go to Ginobili.
Oh, so
'Cause
you're
I
trying
felt-
to be,
I feel like I can, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it wouldn't be right for me to go to Tony. I might as well
Right.
resell those and get the money and pay for my season tickets again.
yeah.
That's what I usually do. So I'm debating.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and watch the replay video the next day.
Yeah.
watch them all in order.
like everybody else.
The big three.
Especially because they're playing Memphis. It's like, come on.
They do it on
man.
purpose.
And I think they do that on purpose.
They do it
like,
on purpose.
Yeah.
They're like,
That's why they did
what
Cleveland
trash
last year.
game? They're like, what trash game can we put it on?
I was just they
Yeah.
Yeah, we shouldn't sleep on them, G.
Ja, right?
Shouldn't sleep
Oh
on
man,
them.
Ja.
Well, I mean, compared to every
Ja
other
might
game.
sauce Murray up.
I mean, compared to the rest of the Western Conference.
Murray's healthy. This, you know what I mean? Hope he's healthy.
I mean, compared to the rest of the Western Conference, like, well, at least it was an Eastern Conference game. That would have been a snore fest.
Yeah, I just saw online that they didn't have the Spurs like make it to playoffs. I was like, that's
Yeah.
That's
We're
messed up.
always underrated.
Yeah.
It don't
So
matter.
messed up.
It never matters.
we're
Every
always
year.
underdogs anyway.
They had Dallas.
Every year.
They had Dallas at 8th. I was just like, I'm not a Spurs fan, but come on.
Well, I know
It's
just
messed
like
up.
was it for national games? I think they're only gonna have 13 this season.
13.
When like in 14-15 they were averaging like 37 national televised games, so now they're only gonna have 13.
Only
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy.
Kings guy.
NBA salty.
One Kings with that nice stadium, but nobody to sit in it.
That's messed up.
I know, right? They invest so much, and oh my god.
I don't think I've ever like met somebody and be like, "Hey, where you from?" And they're like, "Oh, Sacramento."
Oh, you're a Kings fan?
I don't think I've ever met anyone.
Nah, but I'll tell you one thing. I bet there's a lot of Clipper fans out there.
I love one of my favorite memes is the one where it's Danny Tanner in the Golden State jumpsuit, and they're like the only real OG Golden State fan. I was like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, in California, you're either a Laker fan or you're a Clipper fan now.
Oh yeah, definitely now. Oh, man.
Torn.
I'm a little salty.
Oh,
I don't know
go
about you.
say,
I'm a little
yeah,
salty about that situation, but
I still
it's all
believe.
good.
I still believe when they have the playoff games when they play each other, they should just half the court. Like, you know how much more money you save if you just half the court, just leave it that way
Half
the whole
the
year?
court.
That's actually a good idea.
Like, I mean, okay, fine. I guess maybe change the middle so you don't
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
half a Clipper logo and half a Laker logo. But come on, man, like,
But
Or just widen the stadium.
Their stadium will be done in a couple of years, I think, like about a year or two.
Yeah, about.
or was it? I saw one video of when they were like both in the playoffs and they were playing like opposite nights. So they would show like right when the game was over, the crew would go in and like 3 hours they'd have to flip it.
Yeah, hockey going too at the same time.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
those.
Yeah, they had to flip it, and then when it was the
Yeah.
hockey, they just put the ice rink on top
Yeah.
of it.
God, you gotta
And
love
then-
LA.
and then
Whoa,
they came
what's
back.
up? What's up, G?
Like that, and Doc Rivers would have like.
Oh yeah, he'd cover the banners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the players. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not our fault you don't have any trophies and entire players that are good.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault y'all suck. I was like, well, at least when it comes to football, at least the Giants and the Jets both kind of suck enough where it doesn't matter anyway
Man.
over there.
For real.
I think they have more people show up to wrestling events than they do their own football.
Oh, wow.
Football games.
God.
So jumping into the next topic here. So Chris Madrids could reopen by the end of August here in San Antonio. Owner Richard Peacock
wait.
told Express News via email that it's just about 30 days away from opening, which is the building's been dated back since 1977 that it's been open there. On October 2017, damn, it's been that long already?
Jeez, really?
A fire took down the building shortly after purchasing the business from the Madrid family.
Sad day.
Due to the city's building codes issues, weather-related incidents, and other construction setbacks, Chris Madrids has been doing business out of a food truck, storage container, bar, and converted tent area for the past 18 months. A new facility will be split between the restaurant and a separate bar and private event area.
Oh, wow.
Right behind it. The large patio area is supposed to be located between the old building and the new one. Are you excited for Chris Madrids to make its restaurant comeback?
Hail to the yeah.
I saw some like photo shots of it like last week because it's kind of old, but they still didn't even look like they were close to even being done. Like
I've never been.
I've never
Oh,
been there
bro.
either.
It's bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They got this mango margarita too. Ooh, killer.
So when they put the cheese on the burger, they don't actually use like sliced cheese. They use
Too
shredded
much cheese, but it's
They
great.
do what?
They use shredded cheese.
Oh.
And then they steam it.
Oh.
So then like when you pull it, it just like
Oh.
stretches out.
Stretches.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
then
the burgers are pretty big too.
yeah, they're
Don't
pretty
get me
good sized
wrong.
burger. Like
Oh, well, you know where we going, babe.
And then he has a
My birthday is Labor Day.
they do have a sister that opened one up too. I forget what she calls hers, but I think her recipe is like completely different from theirs. But yeah, their burgers are pretty big, and then they have a Tex-Mex burger where they put like refried beans on it.
Yeah, and
with
little
that shredded
chips.
cheese and the
Little
chips. Yeah, so it's like it's been good. I took my wife one time when she was first here. I was like, you have to eat here, and it's a pretty good burger. It's just they burned down. They had a grease fire.
Had a chance.
They had a grease fire, and that was the end of it. But I didn't believe it's already been 2 years since that happened.
Well, salute to them, man.
Yeah.
The fact that they
They
kept
still
pushing
going.
and was
Yeah.
trying to
It's
do
like,
all type of
I mean, you
different
gotta
things to
pay for
keep
the
it going, you know what I'm
repairs.
saying?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Like, hey, it's good enough. Come to this tent.
Right.
Yeah.
Coming down this food truck real
Come to
quick.
this
Yeah.
hot ass tent.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Man.
Double checking any other comments. But yeah, I mean it's pretty good. So jumping from businesses that are opening to businesses that are closing.
Uh-oh.
So Jack in a Box is gonna close several San
Wait,
Antonio.
what?
They've been closing them. So
Yeah.
yeah. Makes sense. Are they gonna-
Burger King got doing
I
them
know
on them
that all too
tacos.
I know. I
well.
was gonna say Burger King took the tacos. That's all they had
That's the
left.
only thing that's changing.
Yeah.
Dang,
by the
man.
obvious, it says here that they the stores that fail to provide exceptional food and a safe, clean, and comfortable dining experience or drive-through experience are the ones that are going to be closed. So I don't know which ones are staying open then.
I only know of like 2 that are open right now because I've seen 3 around me that have closed, and I was like, "What's happening?" So I didn't know if they were going out of business or what. But
So they do say that it's just a temporary. Once the franchise addresses the issues with the restaurants, they're going to reopen.
Man,
Man,
it's
I wonder if
Burger
it's
Boy.
That could be
bad.
forever.
It's cause of Burger Boy.
Burger
You
Boy.
go-
I haven't been there, but I've seen it.
Man, they got another location opening over because they have a location by my house on Train Code 151.
Nice.
But then they're building another one off of 1604 and Calabria. Yeah, it's like right before you get to that Walmart. It's crazy, man. That line when they first opened,
yeah.
and I said it.
Now, have you guys gone to Papa's Burgers?
Papa's Burgers, nah.
That place is bomb.
Yeah, but it sucks because the time frame you have to catch them before they close. Like it's like 3:30.
Yeah, they're only open, or on the weekends they're open later. I think the weekends
Yeah.
are open till like 7.
7.
Oh man,
But
But like during the week.
that's how you know they're good when they
Right.
they're good enough to
Close
close
that
early.
early.
Yeah.
Well, and then Forbes came by and Forbes ranked them number 5 last year in burgers around in the country.
in the country.
Wow.
Country.
Oh man, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they have condiments there, but we don't really touch those.
yeah, I don't know if I think they've already announced that one, haven't they?
The what? The smoke?
No, the burgers. I don't know if we can release this, but
No, I don't think
If
we
not, we'll get in
can.
trouble later.
Yeah,
But,
we'll re-release
it's
it.
been like 8 months. We'll get in trouble later. Yeah, they're supposedly going to open another one in the Franco area.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Yes.
Right.
yes, so they will be bringing one over. But his story was
Praise
cool
be to
because
Jesus.
his story was that they opened it. He opened it because his mom had passed away, and his dad kind of didn't have really anything to do. So he opened it so him and his dad can like eat a burger together every day. And then people would just like come in and be like, "Well, can I get one too?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And that's kind of how it started. To like,
Wow.
people were spreading the word, and then finally ended up where he's like, because it was like part of their catering. It was a catering business at first.
Catering.
And then he ate, and somebody came and picked up food. Like, "Can I get one?" And he made him one. And he's like, "Oh, if I pay you, can you make me another one like tomorrow?"
That's
and that's just
cool.
kind of like how it started. So that's why it's only open till like 3, because it was originally just for him and his dad
That
to
is
just like
cool.
watch TV and
Yeah.
watch the old time shows and go along. He's like, that's why it's called Papa's Burgers. He's like, 'cause I named it after him because that's what I opened it for, just for him. He was like,
Man,
so,
that's crazy.
and then now he also owns a Quick Draw barbecue off of Blanco and right next to Churchill.
Yeah.
There's a Taco Bell. There's a Taco Bell there. To
Parliament.
the right.
Parliament.
Yeah,
Oh,
Parliament.
well, yeah.
Okay.
I used to
Right.
live over
Right.
there.
Yeah, so there's the Taco Bell KFC right there. Right next to it, there was a coffee shop that didn't last too well.
See, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
So,
I
Yeah.
remember the
Okay.
coffee shop.
Yeah, so he
Okay.
converted that into a barbecue drive-thru place now, and that place is supposedly really good.
Oh, yeah, it's like
I
right
drive
next to
there
that
all the
Valero.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And there's a KFC
Yeah,
and
so
all
they're
that.
they're the
yeah.
same owners of it there
Oh,
because he
man.
does, like you said, he does catering too. So I know how to cook everything.
He does
Because-
catering too?
Well, he used to, not anymore.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you asked him, I mean,
yeah. So it's been pretty fun watching him grow too. So
yeah, that's
That's
literally
neat.
a story of locals supporting local because he supports also, organizations like police, firemen, all that, and the community. So I mean, he's a real big time supporter as well.
actually, I
That's
take
cool,
that back.
man.
I think they do cater because he has 2 school buses,
Yeah,
and he'll
he
take the
drives them
school
out.
bus, and you can like inside the school bus, and the inside has like 80s memorabilia because he's
I'm
a
just
big,
trying to
like,
get him to cater
type
dinner.
of- yeah,
No,
like
that's
he'll
cool.
show up to places and he'll be like, yeah, you want to go inside the bus, and he'll like open
Yeah,
the bus and you
Mr.
go
Walker.
into the bus.
That's pretty
So
neat.
yeah, so it's pretty
Robert
cool.
Walker. There you
Yeah, and he has a bunch of stuff coming up that we can't release. I know for sure about that part, but I think he already announced the burger place when he did the barbecue one.
That's cool.
But that's pretty cool, and that's I think like the best part for me when we start doing all of this is that I guess we're just so comfortable or get people so comfortable they start telling us,
So
"Oh, I
so-
can't show
yeah.
you, but look, this is what we're doing. Don't say
Yes,
nothing."
right.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
There's
we're-
really
I was talking about yesterday with my wife before we were talking, getting ready to make the announcement for the party, and I was like, man, good thing I'm one of those people that can keep secrets, because if I would blab them, like, we'd be in trouble. I was like, I'd be like giving out everybody's secrets and
Yeah.
stuff, but yeah, it's been pretty fun. I was just like, okay, cool, but jumping into random stuff we probably shouldn't try, but we probably are gonna try it eventually.
All
Is
right.
pickle flavored beer. Best Made Pickle Beer is here. Best Made is known for their wide variety of pickle flavors, and one of their newest additions is the Salty Lady Beer Pickle. The Texas-based pickler decided that the next step and joined forces with the Martin House Brewing Company in Fort Worth, and the package itself looks just like a bottle of pickles. It says we use our sour beer base maxed with their sour pickle juice to create a delicious tart treat that will definitely make any pickle lover's day. And I think I'll pull up the picture of the pickles, but it says that it's going to be 5.5% alcohol content, and Donna said, would you be willing to try the beer?
If I lost the bet, maybe.
Yeah, I was like,
I
maybe.
mean, I'll take a pickle shot, but not a pickle beer.
Yeah,
I'm not down with that.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'll give it a try, but not guaranteed I'll drink it all.
I was nervous about the cucumber martini, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they look just like the
jar.
jarred pickles.
Wow, is that best man?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Dill.
So I think it's
I
always
don't know
just
if
kind
I
of.
could though.
I think it's always just funny though, just the different like ideas people try, like with the different alcohols and stuff.
People have weird cravings. I mean,
Yeah.
especially pregnant women.
I was just gonna say, man. Oh my god.
I don't think this beer's for her. But yeah, we tried the jalapeno M&Ms, the Mexican jalapeno M&Ms a while back.
Yes, I did too, man.
They're
My
not
job
that hot.
sold some. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
They're right. They're not too
Not
bad.
too bad, man.
And that, of course, spawned our great famous team building video where we just ate random stuff. Which ended
DJ,
up-
give him applause.
I know. Give DJ applause. He ended up, I got you right here. The whole video we started with like minor stuff and worked our way. So we started with Sour Patch Kids cereal.
Oh, they do have
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, my wife tried that.
Yeah,
They
I
weren't
was-
fans of that.
It was kind of.
It
was
did.
out
It didn't
there.
even sound attractive.
I
to
know.
me.
I preferred that other than the other stuff that we tried.
Yeah. Then after that, we did an ancho chili chocolate, which wasn't too bad. It was just
A what?
Ancho chili chocolate.
Nacho chili chocolate.
Yeah, it's just
So
spicy
yeah.
chocolate.
So we got one of those from the Riverwalk, which wasn't too bad. It was just a little spice. It was like, okay, cool. Then we jumped to
It was that candy cane.
no, before the candy cane. There was
Oh.
something else. I don't remember.
Insect.
Yeah, the cricket. No?
Yeah, the
The
cricket.
cricket was last. Yeah, so we ended up eating fried crickets at the end
Oh, I've had that.
because
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
It's not too bad.
we were supposed to originally eat the M&M.
Yeah, I was like, you just pop it in real
Yeah,
quick.
we were
don't think
originally
about
supposed
it.
to eat the M&M, and then we kind of didn't realize the M&Ms weren't out yet. And I was like, you know what? We'll just tell people what y'all want to see us eat. And that was the first thing. Fried cricket. I was like, oh, crap.
Why did I say anything?
Like, oh, what did I get myself into?
Man.
So we ate the crickets, but then we were at the sugar store at the River Center, and we found these rotisserie chicken flavored candy canes. And I was like, oh, these can't be too bad.
Oh my god.
I was like, these can't be too bad.
You thought wrong.
Those were the worst things we've ever eaten in our lives. I'd rather have eaten the whole box of crickets than to even lick that candy cane. Like, it was terrible.
Bruh.
We couldn't, like, just opening it, you could just smell it. It smelled like bath water.
Just thinking about it brings the taste back.
I was like, did they just make this with the chicken droppings? Or, like, what, dude? It was bad.
Nasty.
So we've done the weird stuff. We'll probably end up doing another one eventually soon.
Don't worry, DJ. We won't call you that day.
He's like, I don't know if I'm coming over.
That's the best part. That was the best part of those videos, though. So we do like all these like different try this food stuff, and he's like really like generic. Like he likes the basic stuff. Yeah. So his reactions alone are like worth watching the video.
So do you eat your burgers like plain? Or you'll have like mayonnaise, mustard. Okay. Now I got a nephew. He's just plain Jane, man. Like, give him a hot dog. I was like, bro, I made some chili dogs. He was like, I just want the bun. I'm like, what? I was like, it's so dry.
You want weird?
Well, it's funny because I have a cousin who won't eat fried chicken, but he'll eat chicken strips. And we're like, it's the same shit, dude.
What?
I was like, now he's like 20, he's like 23, 24, and I'm like, dude, it's the same shit. Just take it off the bone and eat it. He's like,
right.
I can't say nothing. I used to not eat mashed potatoes. I'd eat French fries. I eat a baked potato,
but not mashed potatoes. Was it like the way they were made, or just in general?
It was just. It was really just
the
in
texture,
general.
The texture.
And, yeah, it's probably the texture because like I'll eat them now, and my wife's mashed potatoes are the first mashed potatoes I'd actually eat. Like
that's interesting.
And then everybody will always tell me like it's just a potato. You're like, like,
I mean, we all have foods that we don't eat. I mean,
well, that's why like everybody gives me crap because I'll like, I guess artificially anyway, like anything like cherry or like stuff, I'll eat it. But then they're like, oh, you want like a watermelon? I'll drink something like watermelon or eat something watermelon like flavored. They're like, you want watermelon? Like I don't like watermelon. They're like, what? They're like, huh? I was like, yeah, like the sugar flavor of it, give it to me. Like they're like, I love blueberries. Like I'll eat blueberries, but if I could just get like the syrup of the blueberry and put on stuff, like I'll eat it that way. Like I'll get the blueberry syrup. One place I went, they had like fresh blueberries mixed with the syrup, and I was just kind of like, okay, move those to the side. Eat like 4 or 5, put the rest to the side. Like, and it's just like funny because that's why like anybody that comes, they're like, oh yeah, we had a mango dilly. Okay, cool. I don't like mango dillies. Oh, I got pickle. Okay, it was cool. Like, nah, dude, I don't like any of that. Like, I was like, but give me like a black cherry raspberry flavored snow cone, and I'll eat that all day. But like, I was like together, no, I'm like,
right.
But I'm kind of the same way with mashed potatoes though. But that's just kind of where growing up, that's all I've eaten all the time. So I just kind of get tired of it. Same with like potato and egg. Like my wife's like, you don't like potato and egg? I was like, I'm just tired of it because my mom would make it all the time. She's like, oh, potato and egg. Mashed potatoes. I'm like,
hey, some of us didn't even get food in the morning, man.
So that's what, like, and then like the potato and egg, we always have me and my wife always has the discussion because I like them soft, or no, I like them crispy.
Yeah, I like soft.
I like them crispy.
Who you, Joelle?
I like them crispy, and she likes them. Oh no, we're the opposite. I can't remember right now. Yeah, it's the opposite. So I like them soft, and she likes them crispy. And I was like, well, if I'm eating them crispy, I might as well just eat French fries and eggs on the side. And that's what she's like. I was like, because it's the same crispy texture. Like if I go get some French fries, chop them up, mix them with the egg, it tastes the same. I was like, but I like them soft. But then when it comes to, what is it? There's something else that me and her argue with, and we like them the opposite. I'm like, how do you like them soft? Like they need to be crispy. And she's like, oh, migas.
Migas.
Yeah.
I was like, I love it when the tortillas are super crispy. I was like, the crunch of it tastes good. And she's like, so you like that crispy, but yet you like the potatoes soft. I'm like, well, it's different. I was like, I don't know. It's like eating it with a chip because I love eating tacos when I'm at home.
Might as well have mashed potato and
when
eggs.
I'm at home, I love eating my tacos with chips. Like if I'm at home, I'll go grab whatever chips I haven't put them in there. Like so, I guess that's why I like the migas crispy because it reminds me of the chip because you can.
I can't. I'm with you on that. I can't get it. It makes me mad that I'll go to a place. I'm like, yeah, I get amigas, and I'm like, all right, where's the crunch?
Yeah.
I did not ask you to make it soggy.
See, yeah, different. Yeah, I mean, I like migas both ways, but I mean, That's just depending on how they make it, like how's it taste.
Man,
Usually,
it's this restaurant called I don't know if y'all ever went called Crystals.
Crystals.
It's near De Zavala area.
Okay.
It's near
Is that with a K or a C?
with a C.
Okay.
But man, it's a taco joint. Oh my gosh, their migas, you'll like it.
We need to go do a video.
Yeah. and their barbacoa. Oh my god,
Nice.
man.
I haven't had barbacoa on Sunday or actual Sunday in a while.
Oh,
Need to wake up in time.
Well, I wake up in time. I'm just
I tried to have one the
this.
other night, and darn taco truck. I was like, yeah, I get a barbacoa burrito. He was like, oh man, that guy took the last barbacoa. I was like, can you let him drive off?
Go get him. Go pick him back up.
Hey, I'll pay you for that barbacoa burrito.
Whenever you do, just kind of like when it's like a I guess like late in the evening. If you go to these guys' food trucks, they're off of by Ashby and McCullough.
Yeah.
There's normally like a Shamrock right there, and they're normally set up there. They have a barbacoa quesadilla, and that stuff is
definitely try it out.
like they're in like the little corn tortillas, and he gives it like 2 of them, and that's like all you need. Like he has the cheese, and then he seasons it so well that you don't really need to like salt. That was like the one thing when I ate
that's
it.
what I do. I always throw some
Yeah,
salt.
and that was the fun
salt,
thing. I was like,
man.
I'm gonna eat this on camera without any salt. And if we need salt, and I'm like, hopefully the cheese. And I ate it, and I was like, man, this stuff's good. It's seasoned. It's like good to go.
Oh man,
Has to be seasoned.
Yeah, and then especially if you just want a challenge, they have a burger there called the Manny, and it's 2 patties, 4 slices of cheese, 4 pieces of bacon, and 2 full sausage links. Things like that big. I ate about half of it on camera, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
I'm taking this home.
And he was like, you got like the tame version. He's like, there's people that come in and they're like, oh well, put some pulled pork on it, put some more brisket, or double it, put some shrimp on there.
God.
And
I might be the one to put some brisket on.
I was like, nah, I'm good, dude. Like I'm good. And the same with their quesadillas. They have another one called the I forget what it's called. I think that one was
The Manny, yeah.
That one's the Manny, and that one has
all the meats.
That one has sausage, pulled pork, and asada, which is fajita.
It's all diced up.
Yeah, diced up with melted cheese, nacho cheese.
It was great.
And hot Cheetos.
It was great.
Yeah, and it's like on a big old.
It's an option. You can take them out if you don't want them.
Yeah, and it's a big old 12-inch flour tortilla that they put it on.
I wonder if they could do like this. That food truck at the block. They do asada pizzas. Bruh.
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of pastor?
Not a big fan of it. I like it.
I was
I'm
thinking
not a
that
huge
Bob
fan
and
of it.
Timmy's that we go to, they do a pastor and a fajita pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then instead of pizza sauce, they use the green salsa as the sauce.
Yeah, because that's what. Oh man.
Yeah. And he grills the pizza, so he doesn't put it like in an oven.
He
So
grills
he
it.
pokes it and he puts it on the stovetop and cooks it there.
Just cooks it there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So then with that pizza,
man.
it's the bomb. And then do a buffalo chicken one as well.
Oh yeah, that one, buffalo chicken one. Yeah, the one I brought, and they're like.
Yeah, and we love going to them all the time. They're just like every time we have somebody come over, like, try this pizza. Just try this pizza. We'll like get one of the pizzas, and it's funny because they have like pepperoni and stuff. I was like, I've never had a pepperoni pizza from them.
No, I haven't either.
I was like, I've eaten all the different creation ones, and I've never had just a plain pepperoni pizza.
We've even had the dessert pizza where it has Nutella on it.
Those pizzas.
Oh
are
yeah.
dope.
I've had the only dessert pizza I've ever had was Nutella.
Yeah.
With the banana and
Yeah, they do one too with peanut butter.
That? Oh my god!
Only pizza I eat is pepperoni.
Yeah,
I don't mess with my pizza.
Yeah, they have that one with Nutella. Then they have another one with peanut butter, strawberries, bananas, and I think
raspberries.
It's
Raspberries.
Mm-hmm. And then it's crunchy peanuts, so you get like the peanuts mixed with everything there.
Man.
And then of course with the heat, the peanut butter just melts like butter. It's so good.
But do not attempt if you're allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah, so they started doing that one as they call it the Elvis, and they started doing it only on Tuesdays. But it grew so much popularity, they're like, okay, now it's on the menu. We're gonna go ahead and do
the
it.
Elvis.
The Elvis.
But yeah, and then they're at Street Fair, Bob and Timmy, so they're over there on Austin Highway.
Masali?
Yeah, so they're normally there all the time. But as we're running out of time here, we'll jump to the survey question of the week.
Yeah.
So our survey question of the week was, how do you eat your cereal? Do you eat it out of a bowl or out of a cup?
Depends on the situation.
That's true. It does depend on the situation.
So I'm pulling this up. Dom, how do you eat yours?
In a big old bowl.
What about you guys? How do you guys?
So it depends. Are we talking in a cup like with the milk in there with it?
Yeah, like
Yes.
if you're like I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal.
If it's in my cup, it's dry. Like I can't do it mixed, but as
Oh,
far
well,
as like,
that's
the milk, it has to be
interesting.
in a bowl.
Yeah, do you eat it dry or with milk? How about that?
It depends on the situation. If I'm driving,
So, so reading some of the or what about you, Kendall? Before
Oh man, bowl.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a cup maybe, but nah, I'm a bowl.
I'm a bowl guy.
So, reading some of the questions here, we have Samantha Mendoza who said, "Before coming an adult and still depending on my parents, a bowl. Afterwards, cups." JC Productions said both. Bowl if available, cup if bowl isn't available. And then we had AJ Frosto saying, "Just wash the damn bowl," with the arrows pointing down to him. So I'm assuming he's gonna go with bowl. We have Chris and Veronica Mendia, who put a gif of Ice Cube from Friday with the big ass bowl pouring the milk.
We ain't got no milk.
So
Put some water in it.
of course, Joe Garza, who was here a couple of weeks ago, said he would eat his cereal in a bowl, and then when he was finished, he would get a cup with cereal, reuse the milk from the first round.
Oh,
So I guess he just eats twice.
make it super
It
sweet.
depends on the type of cereal.
I can do that with
If I can
Captain
reuse
Crunch.
Yeah.
I can do it with Captain Crunch.
Hey, have y'all heard about the Lucky Charms where it's Frosted Flakes?
Bruh.
My dad
Yeah.
loves.
Oh my. Yeah, man.
I can eat that either way.
Lucky Charms and Frosted Flakes. I was so happy I didn't have to mix the two no more.
Yeah.
My dad said, but my dad's the old school, don't open two boxes. You're gonna finish one and eat the other.
Yeah.
So he would like he eats both. So one day I brought it for him. I think last year when they came out, I got it for his birthday. It's like, hey, you know how you love Lucky Charms and Frosted Flakes? So yeah. Like, you know how you only eat out of one box at a time? Like, yeah, I was like, well, here, now you can eat both at the same damn time. And he's like, he had it on top of the fridge, like, with his name on it. Like, nobody's eating this fucking box. And I'm like, damn.
For
Like,
real,
somebody else
that
was
thing's
like,
gone in one day.
somebody was like, oh, y'all got that cereal. Don't touch the fucking box. I was like, oh, damn, okay. And he was like, that was the best thing you ever got from me. Thank you. I was like, oh, all right, son of the year.
That's how I am with my French Toast Crunch.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. those
I'll
are
give my
good.
kids whatever cereal box they want. But when it comes to the French Toast Crunch, it's in my room. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. I don't. 5-foot radius. All right.
What about the Cookie Crunch cereal? The one where it's
Cookie-
like
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp.
Oh man. I'll eat
I used to like
by
that
no
back in
milk.
the day.
Yeah.
My favorite, because I love Captain Crunch, is getting those the big ass bags that have the Captain Crunch with the marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're.
You might be talking about the HEB
Something
brand.
off-brand,
Yeah, no,
right?
The
yeah,
off-brand.
yeah, they're the
Yeah.
off-brand.
Okay.
Off-brand?
See, I
Yeah,
told my
those
wife
are
that did
great.
exist.
Yeah, it's
They do
yeah,
exist.
it's an off-brand. Well,
They do exist.
it's between that one and the Cocoa Dino Bites, which is the Cocoa Puff ones with the
Oh yeah,
marshmallows.
with the marshmallows. Yeah.
Count
But
Chocula.
then, but then they have the Captain Crunch version with it, and I'm like, oh shit, I love Captain Crunch. I'll take that one instead. That's what we eat. We don't get name brand cereal. That's what we get. I'll buy name brand cereal whenever I just want to try something new. So I'll get like whatever's new, like those powdered donut ones and stuff. Like I'll buy those because they don't have a knockoff. But if I'm just like getting just to get, that's the one that I go with.
Oh man.
So Laura Odom said Solo Cup, easier to use in front of the TV.
Solo Cup.
There you go.
Mark Luna said straight out of the box.
Whoa.
I guess
We struggling. We struggling.
one shot eat, I guess.
Is he pouring milk in the box?
Right?
Hey, there's a plastic bag in there, so
I was just
mean-
gonna say, but okay. The
I was gonna
bag.
say he just
Yeah.
wraps it back up, puts it in the refrigerator.
Okay, so like, do you prefer to eat your cereal soggy or crunchy? How about that?
Depends on the cereal.
Gotta be
Oh,
crunchy.
okay.
No,
Which
I
one for
can't do
soggy?
soggy.
Which one for
Soggy?
soggy?
I can't do soggy.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it. O's.
O's?
I've heard of those.
Like the Oreos?
Is it OH?
Oh,
No.
O-H.
O's. Yeah, it's a yellow box with the two letters O, O and H in red.
Or is it red?
It's red.
Oh.
Yeah, O's. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like the only reason now I do it soggy because I guess I'm old and my teeth are because it's like I can't do it like I did when I was a kid. But yeah, man.
The Lucky Charm marshmallows don't have to be like, but they're not soggy.
They gotta be fresh.
Yeah, they gotta be
fresh out the
fresh.
box.
Like one of those like
Oh,
kind of just
man.
like spit the milk on it and then eat
Yeah,
it.
it's
Just
a
so-
time.
Yeah.
You got like
Not
that
a
2
lot of
seconds.
milk.
Right.
Yeah, normally I layer mine because we'll get like that, and I'll like make sure the marshmallows are on top so that way it sits down. I'm like I put it in the order of which one's the hardest one that would take longer to get soggy. That's kind of how I pile my cereal. So we have Kathy Gonzalez who said bowl, and we have Gabby Ark who said cup, And I think that's it. So, yeah, there. So, of course, that was our top survey topic of the day. So, if you guys want to be on the show, follow the survey topic normally Sunday mornings, comment, and we'll have you on the show. So, I guess one last thing since we're still on cereal. Is it cereal then milk or milk then cereal?
Yeah.
Cereal then milk.
Cereal then milk.
Because depending on how much cereal I put in,
Why is DJ laughing like he's the one that puts milk in cereal?
Because he's like,
he's
critical.
Look at
He's critical about stuff like this.
I don't like a lot of milk.
It's like a spit of milk.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
That's why you should put your cereal first. That way you can gauge how much milk you need.
he's like,
A little bit of milk.
And I think
You don't drink almond milk, man?
Hey,
sometimes make it a meal, put a little banana in there.
Oh, bro, yeah. Cause I'm lactose too, so I gotta find
Almond
all kinds
milk.
of ways.
Buy it today.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta just tough it out, bro.
Give you
Just
the
tough
bubble
it out.
guts.
Well,
Bubble guts.
that's always the funny part for me because all the cups I get, I was mentioning them earlier. It's always like the Spurs souvenir cups or like the big cups you get from like the movie.
Oh, the movie theaters. Like,
So like
that's my cereal
So
cup.
like I can't actually see how much milk I'm pouring, so I just pour it till the cereal starts going whoop, and then like the milk just like
That's a
surfaces,
lot of
and I'm just
milk.
like, okay, cool. Nah, normally it's only like a quarter of the cup, but
That's a lot
it's
of
always
milk.
it's always funny because I just like pour it and I'm like, am I there yet? Am I there yet? And then see the cereal go. I was like, okay, I'm there. I was like, okay, I'm there. I was like, if I can get it floating up and I go with the spoon and the top cereal like goes in there because there's milk, enough milk in there. I was like, I put enough. I was like, I'm good. But yeah, pretty much out of time now. You guys got anything else y'all want to plug?
Yeah, man. Just as far as our show, just try to tune in. We come in right after these guys. Not today, but
every other time.
But every other time, and we come in on 4:00 on same outlets: Pub Sports Radio, Facebook
All
Live.
day.
And if you want to be a part of the show, just hit us up on Facebook. The Walk Proud USA is our
Yes, sir.
username, and then same thing on Instagram. So
Yep.
Follow them too.
Actually, if you just go to www.walkproud.org,
yeah,
it'll just
Just
shoot
take
you
you right
straight
to
to our
it. There you
Facebook.
go.
So, boom.
And of course,
All your outlets.
we always rebroadcast it as well on our page too. So if you don't remember theirs, you can always follow us as well.
Yeah, truly appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having me.
being here. Yeah.
We can't make Pub Sports look good if we're not taking care of each other. So
Hey,
Right.
exactly.
So,
Exactly. We're going to have to get y'all on our
There's
show,
a big
too.
family
definitely.
here. There's a big
yeah,
family.
we'll do it one of those marathon days. We'll just do it.
There we go.
back to
Just
back. That's
I'll get my sweats on. Marathon day. Let's go.
I could talk for hours. so I don't
marathon
care.
continues, man.
and
Exactly.
a lot of this food y'all was talking about is foreign to me. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
definitely need, next time we'll have to bring some food up here so I can see exactly what
Okay.
y'all talking
yeah.
about.
All right.
So,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing
pastor.
crickets though. I'm not doing crickets.
I'll
Now,
bring
I
you-
remember you looked at me when we said pastor.
I don't know what that is.
pork.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just pork.
Why'd you
Yeah.
say pork?
It's the marinade that we use that makes
Yeah, it makes
Uh,
it
I'm
possible.
the only African American in my house.
it. I'll have to take you to actually one of the cool spots. So
Yeah.
traditionally in Mexico, they actually like stack it up kind of like what's it called? And
What?
the Greek version of it.
The Greek
So
version.
it's like I forget what it's called, but they pretty much stack the meat up on this like rotisserie.
Yeah.
Rotisserie that's vertical.
They cut it
And
from
then
it.
it cooks from, and then when it's ready, you just slice it off.
Where's that at?
Okay.
It's called Mr. Diablo's truck. Is it
Yeah.
Oh.
shawarma? Is it shawarma?
Shawarma.
Yeah, shawarma. So the way
Shawarma.
they make shawarma, but they
Shawarma.
marinate the chicken in like this like pineapple juice stuff, and normally they put a pineapple on top.
Yeah.
And it's normally
And then they
served
cut a
with-
little piece
yeah.
into it too.
Yeah, so normally served. So there's a new place that opened up called Mr. Diablo's truck.
Which we have a video.
Yeah, that video comes out next Thursday, and that's how they cook it. They cook theirs. They put it on that, and then
It's really
it
cool
rotates through.
watching them cut it off.
Yeah, so you cut it. They cut the piece, and then they just chop the pineapple off the top, and they put it on there.
I think
wow.
that's what
Yeah.
Mr. Peabody was doing. I got kids, so we
Yeah,
watched Peabody and Sherman. I think,
that
he
was
did.
cute. Yeah, that.
Same with I don't know if y'all ever been to taquerias on West.
Oh man.
On West
Taqueria
Avenue.
where?
Taqueria on West.
No.
It's basically
Awesome.
taco shop on West, basically.
Oh yeah,
So
no, I've
it's-
been to that one.
So it's open. It's like an outdoor one, and you just go and you just order. Like you pay at the end, you just tell them how many tacos you want.
It's
and
on West Avenue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right
so on
down the street.
I-10,
Yeah.
it's if you're going north I-10, it's on the right side.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
exit on
Just
West
go all the way
Avenue.
down.
And you'll see it.
Gotcha.
Normally, if you go like at 2 in the morning, there's cars just like parked all out there.
It's right
Oh, wow.
across from a Wingstop and a Pizza Patron.
But it's cool because they go.
Oh,
It's cool
okay.
because
I
they
know
go.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And it's cool because they go off the honor system, so they let you eat, and then you just tell them how many you ate, and that's what you pay.
Mhm.
So yeah, so they're
Now,
like,
where's this place at again?
Taqueria's on
Okay.
Taqueria on West. Yeah.
West.
Pretty much, if you look up any like taco places, normally like the top one. Like
Yeah, it's
been
the
rated.
top place. to
But yeah, you go like at
Wow.
3 in the morning, like it's just like or 2 in the morning, like
Lined
packed,
up.
like after.
Wow.
And then they also have it that way too on the things spinning.
Put
so.
the kids in their PJs. Come on.
I mean, they're open during the day too, but that's when when it gets popping. It's at night, and then they have like the music blaring, and then you have somewhere to eat inside too. But no, everybody just chills outside and eats.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
but that's like one of the best taco places when you want mini
It's
tacos.
nice to have like places that stay open late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like you just don't know what people are doing late at night. I mean, because I'm up writing sometimes, and so it's just like, man,
The crave.
Yeah, it's like I want to go get something to eat, but it's like go get this corn dog out the freezer.
And
For
then,
real. The struggle's real.
and then I haven't been checking up the comments. So Julian said, "What's up to you guys?"
was good.
Julian Cruz.
Oh,
yeah.
JC, what up, man?
Yeah.
That was our
I've known him
linebacker,
since-
bro.
I've known
That's right.
Julian since Pop Warner. Like, when we
Yeah,
was
he was
little.
on it
Hey.
forever.
That's so crazy.
And then Donna was also talking about the same thing she couldn't remember either. About what order that she likes her potatoes. And then Julian also said y'all don't know about that Vitamin King cereal or the King Vitamin cereal.
King
King
Vitamin.
Vitamin
I don't know
cereal.
that.
Nah, I don't.
I don't. Oh, thank you. You're going to have to school us on that.
I don't know if my mom tried to give me King Vitamin if I eat it. Like, what you trying to do?
It's not good for me.
So we went a little bit over today, but it's fine because they're not coming on next, so it's cool.
Oh, but
Yeah,
still.
I mean,
This is the show.
we're not
All right,
cutting
how
it.
do you start it off? Let's
Okay,
start it
hold on.
off.
Okay, wait, let's take this off now.
Take it off.
Welcome to a new episode of Walk Pro.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks again, guys, for being on the show.
Yeah,
I
thank you very
appreciate
much.
you guys
man.
coming
Thank
out.
you.
So once again, before we let it go, thank you to our sponsors, Southside Craft Soda for the wonderful, delicious
Man,
Texacola
this stuff
soda.
is good.
It's great.
Of course, Southtown 101 for having us out here.
All day.
Natural Heights CBD with their CBD
New
oils
Heights.
and all that good stuff. And of course, Pub
Bike
Sports
gang,
Radio.
too.
And of course, Biker Gang. And,
Gang.
Have y'all guys done that yet?
What?
The Biker Gang?
No.
Yeah, the little port over there, they have everybody like renting them out and everything.
No, I haven't done it.
They just opened it up recently.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
close over. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right here on the other side of the kitchen area. So definitely check that out. Bring your biker gangs and ride around with that. And of course, I totally forgot before we wrap this up. September 28th here at Southtown 101 at 8 o'clock. It's a Saturday. We're having a party to celebrate our 2,000 likes on Facebook.
2,000 likes.
So we're going to be out here.
1,000 followers.
We're going to be doing a giveaway from Sangria on the Berg, Lucy Copper Ice House.
Buddy.
The Bearded Cartel, who might be giving away caps. Artemia Crafts, who does a lot of different like Mexican themed craft stuff.
We're going to have a lot.
And then we got some other stuff we're working on as well.
And a little bit of surprises as well.
Entertainment wise, we have Xanax Fan Club going to be DJing from 8 to 10:30. And then our headliner for the night is going to be the Callejeros of San Antonio, which are made up of the band from Piñata Protest, the rock band, but they do Tejano music and country music and have a good time. So they're going to be headlining the show. And then if we're not too hungover, we'll be back that Sunday to do another podcast.
Hopefully.
Hopefully all y'all guys can make it out and come party with us. And hopefully you guys can make it out too if you guys have anything going on.
That'd be great.
And with that being said, once again, thank you guys.
Thank you very
Jazz,
much.
Kendall, follow them on
thank
Instagram.
you for
And
having
my
me.
town board's dead. So with that being said, I'm G.
I'm Dom.
Remember, 210 culture.
Bringing the best of 210 Nation.